All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of Proctors.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Ms. Proctor, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
My husband is extremely supportive of the children and me, and
Your husband? Are you guys currently married?
my ex-husband.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would like to reduce the amount that he has to pay because he's paying more than he should. He takes care of the children's everything we need. He provides very well for us, and I have my own job, and so it would really make me happy, Your Honor, if you could reduce the agreement that we have from $1,426.56 a month to $415 a month, please.
Is that what you all agreed to? The $415?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And what else does Dad pay for?
He covers any extracurricular activities that the children would like to do, anything that they want, they get.
Okay.
And he covers their health insurance. He's an excellent father.
Okay, so you say he covers extracurricular activities.
Yes, ma'am.
Health insurance. How much is health insurance?
I don't know. He would have all of the numbers for whatever he says I will agree with.
Okay, that is pretty generous to be covering the extracurricular activities. Is there anything else that he pays for?
Anything that they need, he takes care of.
Okay. Okay, and what are the ages of the children?
1.5. I was pregnant when we got divorced. We have a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old.
Okay. All right, that's a nice little spread you all have there. It sounds like the Brady Bunch. Okay, so is there anything else you need me to know before I move over to him?
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a rare and unexpectedly wholesome case inside Judge Vanderbeek's courtroom. Right from the start, we see something unusual. A mother, Ms. Proctor, steps forward not to demand more, but to reduce the child support her ex is paying. Why? Because he's been a solid provider, paying above the norm, handling extracurriculars, and covering health insurance. This isn't your typical courtroom showdown, it's a moment of mutual respect. The mother even admits she's happy with how he supports the kids and just wants the payment to reflect their reality. In a space often filled with bitterness and legal feuds, this calm cooperation is refreshing and rare. But don't get too comfortable. This civility won't last long. What happens next sends this peaceful setup into complete chaos.
No, ma'am.
Okay, and sir, will you agree to everything that she's been saying, that that's you all's agreement?
It is. We didn't have a court-ordered thing. It was just something that we came up with.
Okay, so you're paying right now, you're giving her $415 a month for the children.
Correct.
All right, and you're covering all extracurricular activities for each of them.
That's correct. That includes summer camp and baseball and everything. Yes.
Okay, so they go to summer camp every year for the whole summer?
Correct.
And how much is that?
It's about $200 per kid.
Per kid, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely, it's good that you all can come to that sort of an agreement and do that, because that's not something that happens all the time in this courtroom, and I'm pretty sure in a lot of child support courtrooms around Texas, okay? So that is good you all came to that. How much is health insurance?
It's $289 a month.
$289 a month. Okay, so you said you all did, this is not a court order, so this is the first time that there will be an order in place.
Correct.
So just so the court understands, make sure that you understand your child support in terms of what you were paying. I believe you said the number was $1,426.56, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, your gross would have been, well, it is, based on the documents that you presented, your gross is about $5,000 a month. Your net is about $4,075.88. So what I will do is go ahead and adopt
Your
the
Honor,
agreement. Yes.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt you for a moment?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, the mood shifts sharply. What began as a peaceful agreement takes a dark turn when the mother suddenly halts the proceedings. She claims she's afraid, calls the father mean, and then drops a bombshell, accusing him of laundering money and hiding millions. She even asks for a protective order on the record, revealing the children have already been relocated for safety. That courtroom air, it goes from calm to chaos in seconds. Meanwhile, the father tries to laugh it off, throwing around sarcasm and calling her crazy, but the judge isn't amused. What we're witnessing isn't just courtroom drama, it's an emotional breaking point masked behind years of fear. The calm before the storm has passed. Now we're in the eye of it.
I'm really not comfortable with this agreement, but he's really mean. And if I don't agree to it,
I object, Your Honor. I'm not doing
What's
anything.
your legal objection?
I'm on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
Okay.
he has, I can prove that he makes at least $4.7 million a year. I have all the account information here provided to me by his bookie. He laundries money, and I would just like to take whatever money you want to give us that's going to make him happy and give us a protective order. The children have already gone to a safe place, and I'm going to leave as soon as I get here so he can't hurt us anymore, please.
Okay.
She's crazy, Your Honor. She's crazy.
I'm crazy, yeah. That's okay, I'm crazy. I'll just agree
So
to
you're
this.
agreeing that you're crazy?
Absolutely, whatever he says, I'll agree to.
Okay, so what I'll do, because you all have been doing this, is go ahead and adopt the agreement between the two of you based on the documentation
Can you maybe
I have.
make sure there's some life insurance for the children so that when he kills me, that they'll be taken care
Oh
of?
my gosh. Not to sound insensitive, but in terms of protective orders, this is not the court that you would want to be in. You would definitely need to be in another court. But if you're thinking in terms of safety, I think your first step is to call 911 and maybe speak to some police officers or whatnot. Sir, I don't know what you're doing to this woman. However,
I'm not doing
unfortunately, I'm not saying that you are, but based on what she said.
He
As
has,
far as my
he has
job
everybody
goes.
on the books. I have the proof. I can give it to you.
No, ma'am.
There's
You know what?
receipts.
I don't
I
even
have
wanna be
access to
incriminated
all
in
of
that.
his accounts.
No, thanks.
This part right here, it's where things spiral completely out of control. The mother starts producing alleged financial proof, claiming access to accounts and stating she can show he makes nearly $5 million a year. Her voice wavers between panic and desperation, and her one clear request: just give us enough money to be safe. She even pleads for life insurance, suggesting she may not make it. Judge Vonda B tries to ground the moment with calm authority, but it's clear this isn't about child support anymore. This is survival. The father, still in denial, plays the smug card, calling her delusional. But you can tell, there's more going on here than anyone in the room expected. This isn't just drama, it's a cry for help masked in legal.
So what I'm going to do is adopt the agreement between you all based on what you've been doing. The $415 a month, you will continue to pay that. You will continue to pay the $289 in health insurance. You will continue to cover extracurricular activities for each of the children, including summer camp. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. And I think I need to go have a drink because you
Thank you, Your Honor.
guys have really, I'm nervous. Hi guys, we've reached the educational portion of our show. I just wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Proctor case. So, in the time that parties come to an agreement as far as child support and any type of custody arrangements, are they able to bring that agreement to court and the court enter it? Well, that is absolutely correct. If the court believes that the agreement between the parties is in the best interest of the child and our children, the court can adopt that agreement into an order. Well, something else that you also witnessed in this particular case, Ms. Proctor was talking about entering an order of protection because she was in fear of her life. Well, for purposes of support court with Judge Vonda B, we only address child support issues only. However, if this were an actual court case in a Texas court of law, custody usually is automatically an issue. So in that particular situation, a protective order would be addressed. And we definitely don't want to make light of any situation in terms of domestic violence. So if in the event anyone is ever a victim of domestic violence, please make sure you're not only reaching out to your law enforcement, your local law enforcement authorities, you're also bringing that to the attention of the court from the beginning of the case, because that definitely does affect the outcome in terms of child support as well as custody. Do you know of anyone who's experienced a similar situation? Be sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure you comment below. You never know, their story may end up as a scenario on our show. After all, these kids aren't raised on air alone. Support Court with Judge Vonda B. No one deserves to be a victim of domestic violence, and you definitely do not have to remain a victim. Reach out for help. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. Again, that number again is 1-800-799-SAFE.
And finally, we get a sobering reminder that courtrooms often carry more than just legal arguments. They carry real trauma. As Judge Vonda B finalizes the agreement, $415 in monthly support, $289 in health insurance, and full extracurricular coverage. She also confronts the elephant in the room, domestic violence. Though her court can't issue protective orders, she urges the woman to seek immediate help. In her post-case breakdown, she reinforces a critical message. If you're experiencing abuse, speak up early, involve law enforcement, and protect yourself from the start. This wasn't just a family law case, it was a window into what many suffer. In silence, courtroom justice isn't just about numbers, it's about giving voice to those trying to survive behind them.